Hey, everybody, we're back. Coon Prairie Ramblers, segment 2.
Ding, round 2. Yeah. And in this corner, we have
the lady carrying
the
sign?
mailman. Yeah, exactly.
Well, let me tell you just a little something about
Public speaking.
myself and speaking.
Mm-hmm. All right.
When I was in school, I would not speak.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd speak if I wasn't called on to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To be a class
you
clown.
when you weren't, they didn't
Supposed
want you
to.
to speak.
Yeah, I could do a good job of that.
Yeah.
But when I was called to come before the front of the class and read,
Terrifying.
I mean, it really would. My heart would start beating, and I would think I was going to faint.
Yeah.
I thought, everybody in here's thinking you're an idiot, and I mean, it was all I could do. And I'd start you could hear it in my voice. I mean, your voice starts crackling and doing all that, and I mean, I literally could not do it. I mean, as a matter of fact, I've skipped classes not to have to do it. I've stayed home from school because I knew I was going to have to give a speech or something. I literally
It's terrifying. You'd rather do anything than that.
Yeah, and then, later on in life, I got into situations where I had to.
That's right.
There was no choice. I had to speak
By virtue
in
of your
public.
position in the community.
Right, and so, and I basically gave it to God. I said, I can't do this. I mean, it's just something.
Not by myself.
I don't have the.
He was acting like Moses.
Yeah, I said, well, maybe yeah.
You were channeling Moses.
I
You
needed
air to hold your arms up there.
But I kind of basically just relied on a higher power, and because I knew I had the ability to put the words together, and not trying to be braggadocious, but I knew I could probably do it, but I just didn't have the physical, mental ability to do it.
And certainly not a yearning for it.
And then all of a sudden, boom.
Were you afraid you was going to just fall on your face? Was that
No, I was just afraid that I was going to pass out, look stupid. I couldn't keep up with, literally my heart was beating out of my chest. And I don't mean that really, I bet you my heartbeat got up 120 or something. It was like terrifying.
Yeah.
But then it went away, and I got where I was very at ease speaking in public.
Eventually, you realize they're just looking at you. They can't eat you. They're just looking at you.
And everybody's going to make a mistake.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And the best thing you can do is grab that audience somehow right from the jump.
Yeah.
And something we used to be bad about doing it, apologizing to them right off the bat.
Yeah.
Never do that. Never come up or say, I'm sorry, but I'm not a professional speaker. I've never been trained.
They don't even want to listen to you.
I still do it. I still do that every time.
Well, you shouldn't, because you lost them right there. They said, this is a yay.
Approach that mic like
you own it.
Professional.
Yeah,
but
you're lucky to hear me speak.
But it's like the old saying goes, you can get by on charm for about 15 minutes, but after that, you better know something.
Yeah, you're going to be standing naked before them.
That's right.
Let me tell you about my first speech.
All right.
My first speech was in 6th grade.
Uh-oh.
6th grade.
Yeah, I was going to put on the Christmas program, and I was the biggest kid in the class, and with the exception of Carl Knoll. But Carl Knoll was very timid, so that left me.
He was big BMOC,
they
big mental
deciding who was going to be the Santa Claus part. And when
Look at that. That's where it started.
All of a sudden, all the eyes looked back to the back of the class at me, and I go, "Ooh.
Oh, no, Mr.
So my line was, here's my line.
One line?
Yeah,
One line? That was it?
You didn't even have to say Merry Christmas?
All I had to do is come on stage and go, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you know what? That like to wore me out. I practiced and I practiced.
So your mama said, shut up, I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you something to ho about.
In the bathtub, I didn't have a shower. We had a bathtub. I'm sitting there.
Naked in the shower. I've never done that before.
I just can't get it down right.
Hell, what are you doing in there?
That's what I'm talking about. Unlock that door. We're coming in. Enough of that nonsense.
Yeah, that's before they had marijuana and things like that. All they had back then was Colt 45. But, anyway, that like tore me up having to say that line. And finally, it turned out okay, but man,
you delivered.
I fretted over it.
And nobody threw any rotten vegetables at you.
Several weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I was a senior, I think, or 10th grade, one or the other, I got my classes to show up. I mean, I got my schedule and went to school and found that I was in humanities. Didn't know what it was. Said, this might be fun. I went into that, and they were talking about it the first day, and the teacher was saying, yeah, you're going to do this, and part of it was getting up and speaking in front of the class. So
what?
I got out of that the next day or whatever.
Did you really?
I switched to something else. I don't forget what it was. I was down in the office begging them to switch me out of there, and I did.
Oh boy, that's fun. Hey, but that was that was your first speech.
I don't know. I never did get up and speak.
Oh, okay.
And speak.
Yeah. Now we got Charlie looking in the window here making faces at us.
My grandson is here at the radio station with us today. He just finished his homework, so he's going to come hang out with us a while.
T-Rex.
Yeah. Public speaking.
Yeah.
But
meanwhile,
it helps you in life.
Oh yeah.
To be able to. Because public speaking is not necessarily getting up in front of you being a solo person up in front of 100 people. It can be you and just a little handful of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you need to learn how to communicate with others.
You know, I've invited people to come be on the radio with us.
They're terrified.
And they say, I can never do that. You got to speak to all those people out there. I said, you don't see them.
That's right.
There's nobody. To our knowledge, there's nobody out there.
I think it's easier to speak before a giant group or sing before a giant group than it is just a handful.
I believe you're right.
Because you don't even see it. You see a sea of faces.
I don't know how big a group I've ever, hundreds of people, but never like thousands. But I don't think
either.
It would. If you can speak in front of 200 people, you can speak in front of thousands.
Exactly.
You know, with the purple cow in Sarasota, you know.
What kind of place is that?
Is
that a hoochie coochie bar?
The theater.
I've never seen a purple cow.
On the, Van Weasel. The Van
Weasel.
Yeah. Van Weasel. The Purple Weasel. Okay.
When I first moved down here, I sang "Oh Holy Night" in our church thing in there, and that is a fantastic.
Like a cantata.
It holds a lot.
And you sang there.
But it has got the perfect acoustics.
Mel sang at the Van Weasel.
You can sing in there without a mic.
That's like the Grand Ole Opry, the old one, the Ryman Auditorium. You can whisper on one side of the room and hear it on the other side. It is amazing for acoustics.
Oh, it's a beautiful place, and I've gone and listened to the Handel's Messiah. There, it just fills with this sound.
Have you ever been paid to speak?
No, I haven't.
Ever been paid to not speak?
That'd be me.
Sit down.
Shut up, kid. Here's a quarter.
But you know what? Behind
I usually get that
behind the idea, a lot of people take Toastmasters with the idea at some point. You know, they may be called on, or they may like to go that direction and be a paid speaker.
It's actually good for you because
or doing voiceovers.
Voiceovers, yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm doing a voiceover right now on my book, and at some point, if I can get that thing finished and get it, on Amazon, maybe then that will be my demo, and I could, then I can use that as my demo.
So you're reading your book and recording it.
You could be the next Burt Lancaster.
Or the
Morgan
guy,
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, yeah. Oh, I can never think of his name.
Maybe like Morgan David.
Morgan Freeman can command $1,000 per finished hour.
Imagine what James Earl Jones could get.
Yeah. Well, and their voices are on a lot of things.
I heard his son on the radio calling him on these talk shows.
Yeah.
I listened to James Earl Jones called in.
Yeah.
He sounded exactly like his daddy, man. He had that voice.
Wow.
Very commanding.
Yeah. Now, the nice thing about voiceovers, they need all kinds of different voices.
Well, I'd be in the redneck category.
Yeah.
We need a redneck.
Get her done.
Yeah. I'm going to be the companion to Larry the Cable Guy.
Be a sidekick.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing to see see a picture of the people that's behind these voices. You think, man, I never put that face with that voice.
That's exactly right.
Well, that's what kills me sometimes when I hear these on the air. I mean, or on the air or on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all sound pretty normal to me. And I sound like you're Billy Cousin or something.
Well, guess what? We feel the same way about how we sound, so it's tit for tat.
Oh, we done lost Charlie.
Yeah, he got bored with us. We done ran him off, so...
But we're down to about... He wants to listen to us on the radio, the real thing.
Yeah, we're down to about 30 seconds anyway, I think, so...
Yep.
All right.
Find something else to talk about or come back and talk about talking.
Talk about talking.
Talking and walking and stalking and balking. All that good stuff, so... Anyhow, we shall return, as General Douglas MacArthur said.